Today, I'm revealing 7 wealth killers that could silently block you from getting rich and achieving the life of your dreams. Dodge these traps and you'll be on the fast track to building lasting wealth for you and your family. Without further ado, let's go. Number 1, going deep into debt to get a worthless college degree. I'm putting this one first because this is one of the biggest financial decisions that many people make, and a lot of people make this decision when they're just at 18 years old and really have no idea what they're doing. So to be clear, I'm not saying that all college degrees are worthless. Many are extremely beneficial and useful, especially when you have a higher earning potential. A degree can help you if you're an engineer in computer science, if you're in the finance space. But sadly, there are so many people out there that are signing up for tens or hundreds of thousands of dollars of student loan debt to get degrees that have a little to no chance of helping them increase their earning potential. So if you're a young person or if you're a young adult who is thinking of going to college, you need to research how the degree you're thinking about pursuing will actually impact your earning potential. If it won't significantly boost it, then this is where we need to reconsider choosing a different career or pursuing a different degree or obtaining skills in a different program. While some degrees might seem fun, they might seem emotionally rewarding, as I like to say, all of that fun will eventually evaporate if you get out of school with $100,000 in debt and you discover that your degree isn't helping you land a job, it isn't allowing for you to have fun on the weekends, it isn't allowing for you to travel. And guess what? Employers don't care how much fun you had pursuing your degree. They only care if you had skills or credentials that can help them make more money. And $100,000 student loan debt can literally take decades to pay off. I've seen people who have still struggled since college to pay off their student loan debt. So please don't forget that. Only take out debt to finance college degrees that will lead to higher earning potential. That's the only time it makes sense to take on debt. Now, let's move on. Number 2 is buying luxury items before you can afford them. Karlton's been here before. A lot of people end up going out and buying brand new BMWs, Rolexes, Birkin bags, and other luxury items while they're just scraping by financially. I made the mistake of buying a Porsche 718 Black Cayman when I only had about $40,000 in my bank account. I honestly don't know how Porsche allowed me to buy the car. But oftentimes, people like myself, we use credit cards or loans to finance the purchases of these items, which can be even worse. So what starts out as a fun way to flex on Instagram can quickly turn into a financial catastrophe. Please do not fall into the trap of thinking that buying all of these luxury items will translate to fulfillment and that you need to do it while you're younger because you're supposed to enjoy things while you're younger. Sure, these items can bring a lot of joy when you can't actually afford them, but if you buy them too soon, too early on, they will just end up creating more stress in your life. They'll prevent you from getting into opportunities that can help you build real financial wealth. Instead of buying luxury items impulsively, create financial milestones to guide your spending. This is what I wish I would have done early on. Just set goals and then you get something. Reward yourself only when you reach these checkpoints, not rewarding yourself because you're feeling good today and you want to go spend money. Treat yourself to a $500 watch once your income reaches $70,000, or upgrade your car when your income hits $90,000. This approach lets you celebrate your progress without sabotaging your financial growth, and rewarding yourself strategically actually ensures your lifestyle upgrades reflect your success, not your debt. By the way, I also just want to remind you guys that my Tax-Free Millionaire Summit is right around the corner. Click the link in the description below to join this digital event, which takes place October 21st through the 23rd. You'll discover advanced tax strategies that could literally help you cut your tax bill by 50 to 100%. I've seen it happen so many times for me doing this event, so please don't miss the chance to learn game-changing tax strategies that could completely change the landscape of your life, your financial situation, and possibly set you and your family up for generational wealth. I don't want to brag, but this event is the event of the year, so get your tickets now before prices go up. Now let's move on to number 3. Relying on one source of income. Now, in order to optimize the amount of money you can make throughout your lifetime, eventually you'll need to have more than one source of income. Think about this. The average millionaire has 7 different income sources. Now, I'm not going to say they became a millionaire because they focused on 7 different income sources. They have 7 different income sources. So if you have a W-2 job right now, there is no rule that says it has to be your only source of income. There are so many other ways to make money besides having a job. For example, there's capital gain income from investments, dividend income from investments, profit income from businesses that you decided to buy, interest income from bonds or just your savings account. And yes, go into real estate so you can get rental income, royalty income from owning things like an intellectual property. And there's so many other ways to make income. If you're not already generating income in more than one way, you might need to at least sit down with ChatGPT for a weekend or two and create some ideas that could take top priorities to build another stream of income for yourself. Now, one of the easiest ways to start generating income from a new source is to simply buy dividend paying stocks. I don't know why more millionaires don't talk about that, but anyways, if you can buy a stock that appreciates in value and pays a dividend at the same time, then this could also potentially turn into two new sources of income. This is because if you sell the stock down the road at a higher price than the one you bought it for, you could potentially generate capital gains. In addition, you also got the dividends you were receiving along the way, the cash flow that you're looking for. So there's different stocks that pay dividends. There's also index funds, such as like the Vanguard High Dividend Yield ETF. Everybody knows that ticker symbol, which is VYM. That pays dividends as well. These can be great options for you to look into. Now, number 4 is neglecting tax strategy. I don't know how we always seem to forget that taxes is our biggest lifelong expense. For many people, it's the number one largest expense of their entire lives. Therefore, if you want to get as rich as possible, you're going to need to take tax steps to reduce your expenses. At my firm, Tax Alchemy, we help thousands of people reduce their annual tax bill by about 50 to 80% on average in the first year. And yes, we have over 175 tax strategies we utilize. So we're never sitting there scratching our head around what's possible. There are so many powerful tax strategies out there, and you probably haven't heard of them. From short-term rentals to cash balance plans to the Augusta rule to layering LLCs on top of each other to cost segregation studies to donor advised funds. Guys, there are so many more strategies you probably haven't even heard of. And there's going to be a lot that I cover during the upcoming Tax-Free Millionaire Summit. So please be sure to grab a ticket to that. However, many CPAs won't ever bring up a lot of these tax strategies Karlton likes to talk about because they require significantly more work on their part, and a lot of them would rather just file your tax returns without having to worry about massively cutting your tax bill. There's risk involved with your CPA recommending strategies and then you not doing it all the way to the fullest extent. They almost take a fiduciary responsibility around making sure you did it right, and a lot of them don't like that responsibility. So if you want to learn about how some of these strategies can work, watch these videos right here. I promise it will help you. Also, if you make over $300,000 per year, feel free to book a call with my team by clicking on the link in the description below. You're the right type of client that makes sense to start doing tax planning. Number 5, ignoring the power of compounding interest. One of the biggest mistakes that people make with their wealth journey is underestimating the power of compound interest. Most people think that investing is just about putting money away and hoping it grows, but what they don't realize is that the earlier you start, the more exponential your growth becomes. A dollar invested in your 20s has dramatically more earning potential than that same dollar invested in your 40s, simply because of time. If you put off investing until later, you're not just losing the years of contributions, you're losing the compound growth of those contributions. Even small, consistent investments in index funds, dividend stocks, or retirement accounts can snowball into hundreds of thousands or even millions of dollars over decades. So don't rob yourself of the growth just because you think you're not ready to invest. Start investing early, invest consistently, and let time do the heavy lifting for you. Now, here's number 6, making excuses. One of the fastest ways to stay broke is to constantly make excuses. People say things like this: oh my God, Karlton, I'll start saving when I make more money. Or, oh, Karlton, I'll just invest because the stock market is risky. I can't do it. Or, Karlton, I don't have the time to start a side hustle. That's what I hear all the time. The truth is, these are just excuses that keep people stuck in the same places year after year. If you want to get rich, you have to take ownership of your financial situation and stop blaming circumstances. The reality is that nobody is going to build wealth for you. No one's coming to save you. You have to take action yourself. You have to be your own Superman. Everyone has challenges and limitations in their life, but wealthy people don't let those challenges become roadblocks. Instead, they look for solutions. Instead, they look for opportunities opportunities to move forward. The sooner you stop making excuses and start taking action, the sooner you'll put yourself on the path to building real wealth. Life is never going to hand you the perfect circumstances to get started. Life will always be challenging. There will always be obstacles. There will always be setbacks and reasons to wait. But if you can push past that mindset and start moving forward despite the imperfections, you'll separate yourself from the majority of people who stay stuck and stagnant. Action beats excuses every single time. So yes, I'm talking life into you right now. Do you feel it? Let's go to number 7, living without a plan. Another mistake that destroys wealth potential is living without a clear financial plan. Too many people drift through life just hoping things will work out. They're drifters. They don't have a budget. They don't track their spending, and they don't even set long-term goals for saving or investing. So without a plan, money just slips through their fingers, through the cracks. Opportunities just pass them by. Wealth does not happen by accident. It happens by design. Creating a plan allows you to stay focused. It allows you to measure progress and adjust when things need to be adjusted. Whether it's setting up automatic investments, whether it's building an emergency fund, whether it's mapping out when you want to buy real estate, or having a plan to just give you direction, if you fail to plan, you're essentially planning to fail. So start treating your finances like a business, and you'll be amazed at how much faster you move through life, how much faster you get to financial freedom. Think of your financial plan as a GPS. Without one, you're just driving aimlessly, burning time and fuel without getting anywhere meaningful. So with one, every decision you make has a purpose. And even if you hit a detour, you know how to get back on track. A solid plan not only helps you build wealth, it gives you confidence and peace of mind along the way. My name is Karlton Dennis. Thank you so much for joining me for this video today. If you like this one, like, comment, subscribe, you know what it is. I'll be making more for you. I'll see you on the next video. Cheers.